something they're hyper reliant on.
Prepare for battle.
Back into the game. Here we go. Game number 1 between OGD and now. I get our ugly mugs off the screen. Thank you very much. Yeah, people at home seeing us. Especially my face. Everybody's just like, God, it just looks so dead and tired. It's like, that's just how I look. I always. No, you just get born ugly.
It's late in the night for you as well, you know. I'm waking up feeling fresh and dandy. It's nice and early for me.
Yeah, I get to, be here 4:45 in the morning. I'm happy. I'm a happy place. Get to watch some LG against Delta. Especially to end the night.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Innocent side, Orb of Venom on the Undying against this Silencer Tusk. That's not what I thought he'd go for. It's like, now you're going to see Tusk has got boots, and Undying has Orb of Venom, and it's like, how am I ever supposed to hit the Tusk now? It's just going to kite me around really easily. And I think the Silencer's the other one as well. Like, yes, he's slow, but...
The battle begins.
A lot of damage from the purification.
He got the rune, though.
2 for 2.
That's an early clarity. Makes sense though. This is the most time in the lane where he's going to get the most mana regen, and he knows he's going to use his TP here and use a decay. Okay, fair enough. Because like the rest of the lane, he's probably never going to get that parry off.
We'll see what I'm doing. Then it's flyover in this off lane. Yang is this Tusk Silencer lane, and Glave's tag team is really gross.
Die here. He has Fairy Fire.
Never in.
But now it's like, well, what do I do as Undying? I don't have salve or anything. I need to try and fight between their cooldowns, but tag team's about to be up again.
Grab these massive decays.
Tusk is going to look to pull the big camp, I assume.
We're still in rank.
It doesn't matter though.
But attack to your blades. Innocent's on the run. Still a okay. Pops the style. That is the low value south. Considering it also just stopped, it looks like he's going to be first blood here. Fairy Fire?
Oh god, yeah.
God, it's still dead.
First blood, last words.
I actually don't think that's bad for Undying though. The fact he dies, yes, it's good for Yang that he gets the first blood and everything. Now Undying gets to come back with full mana, full HP, right? Considering how the lane was going.
Yeah, Fisher Stormhammer on a Faith Beyond. They're diving him under this tower.
Playing their laning stage well at the moment. Need to make sure they pressure the lanes early on, like we said. The head ready to get stuck in at these early levels. Like when Timber gets level 3, they're not doing anything to him anymore.
Stay up against Thomas. Why don't you go with the ranking?
Hashtag MM Archer.
No.
B-Cop.
Timber pops the style, so he'll be fine in bot lane now. How's mid going?
Flink's is looking at it.
They're about the same.
So, Ame is number 3. Eurus is number 4. Awesome. And Faith Beyond is 29. 3.
I wonder if this Clinks plays differently this one, considering he's mid in the sense that because this Sven's going to be the one that wants to AFK farm and stuff, maybe he feels pressure that he needs to be more active. And Dying goes down again.
The kill on the Dying. That's 1,000 gold already.
Like, this lane would be completely different if the Morphling was a hero like Drow that could right-click back. At the moment, just kind of, he just has to sit there and focus on his own farm.
Radiant structures are
Number
fortified.
121.
They lead already.
Yeah, they're really feeling good this early in the game. But we talked about this game needed to be ahead, right?
They... Oh, Snowball. Oh god, this is bad.
All the stun lands. If they kill Red Panda, now look over at F-Fly, he's gonna die as well. Honest.
That's really bad for Elephant though. They turn that massively with the Fissure and the Tombstone. That's the first time I think that we've watched Elephant. Oh, sorry, LGD. I've agreed with that Tombstone at level 2. That was like the
point. Or Yang, he might be in some trouble this game, I'll say. And now the shards is all the last word. Taking a lot of damage, but Innocence is coming over. Yes, that's so right.
Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire.
Radiant are scanning.
Backwash. Got it.
It's the effective soul. Oh, and here's the tip. This is the other thing.
He's in trouble. Someone coming in, and that'll land. Wait for him forward, trying to get the kill on the silencer. Now a little bit too deep. Arcane Curse. And they might still be able to find F-Flop, but they want to retreat and not dive the tower.
But it's the same thing in the sense that this Tusk silencer lane was doing really well. All of a sudden, Shaky comes over and it's like, we can't really stay and fight 3 heroes. Like, we can click 1 down, and we can click the Undying down 1, the Morphs, like a low level. And now he's level 5. It's like, oh, we don't really want to do this anymore. Sven's farming better than I thought he would be. But Timber's level 5 now as well, so... How much does it matter? Catapult wave. Omni's decided to pull.
From the earth.
Well, nothing to say.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really more, and now F-Fly is in a lot of trouble. He's blocked out from getting these stairs.
Jinky's positioning in these fights has been so good. It feels like he's always in the right place at the right time. And it's like down to dead even now. The network. All it took was like 1 really bad rotation mid and the game just flipped. So good for the side lanes are now in a good position as well. Faithian manages to pot alive in the bot lane.
He really stabilized this lane because I felt like we were playing pretty aggressive.
Yeah, but they did it. They were running him at level 1, but you can see he can just tank the tower now. Just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And when you get more points in reactive armor, the Sven doesn't bully you anymore. And it's this rotation from the Lesh, exactly as we saw in the group stage game against Elephant as well. The tower's just gone.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Still a Shrek prophecy.
Dire are scanning.
And if they're too careful, if they're not careful, they're gonna lose. The mid-tier one is up.
They're gonna lose.
Probably the 10-minute mark. Okay, sure. You got it.
If they're not awful, they could. If they're not careful, they could also lose. That would be bad.
Be bad. That would be good.
How she can do this?
More shot.
Yang
as
as well.
Kill.
Top lane.
Yurts used God Strength, but Yang getting chased up towards top. But not gonna land. The shards out. Jinq steps forward off them. He's been taking a lot of damage.
Timber level 7. Hello, Tid.
killing your head.
Which I think is fine. Like with the Lesh, you don't need to be the one pressuring the tower. Now they're just doing the same thing mid with the Edict. He has an Arcane Rune as well.
And maybe you're over than that 10 mark, but it looks like nothing to say is going to grab the tower. And that
Radiant's
means your
middle
1 safe and your
tower is
2-1
under
mid are going to go down, and well, your jungle's no longer safe.
Radiant's middle
And
tower has
seeing
fallen.
as you have a Sten, your jungle's really important.
Look at the part of the map that they have to play at the moment on the Radiant side. They don't control any of this bot area. They've got decent vision down there, but they don't control it because of Timber. This is like his town, right? Part of the map they control is like this top jungle and where the Silence is farming right now. Which is why the Svens had to come up, because it's the only safe place on the map for him to farm.
It's really difficult for them at the moment. You're going to go with the snowball, the tombstone's down, global silence. Oh, Innocence dies. They're going to run to the little trap, try to get the damage. Fissure comes in, FY ends up dead. Down goes Eurus. Nothing to say, survives. Here comes Fate Beyond. They've got Dust. They're on Somnus. Can they stick on them? Is your game. And Fate Beyond turns the other way. I thought they'd stay going after him, but Dust is going to run out. Now he's over mid. He might even try to find nothing to say, but he's used Diabolic. So Somnus can't come in. He'll keep himself in the tier 2 tower to be bottled up when Innocence comes.
Jinky again,
top
right
tower
place at the
is
right
under
time.
attack.
Fisher just comes through. Same. And this is, I mean, Eurus commits
Radiant's
so much there to try and
turret has
contest
been
those
killed.
stacks and things from the Lesh. And now Lesh is going to take one anyway.
We're good for LGD at the moment.
But they're not massively far ahead. It's just like all this raw physical damage like Clinks and Sven and things. They're playing against a Morph with really high armor. So like, even if you get ahead... Sorry, if you don't get ahead, then the Morphling is always going to be this massive threat, right? Can't really deal with him massively well. He's going to get Ags eventually, then they have Ags Shaker, and things get really funny. OS Frog's ready in the chat.
Where's OS Toad?
What?
I like the little, the
What?
small chuckle. Oh, it's Frog, OS Toad.
Why would OS Toad be a thing?
I don't know. I'm just wondering where it's at.
But OS Giraffe and OS Zebra?
No, the toads are similar. I'm not just naming animals over here.
I think you're right. And look at this Clinks, by the way. He's like, oh, maybe I can kill the Timber. Oh, hang on, he sees me. Oh, he's building up armor stacks. Oh, Tusk.
Snowball. Oh, Morris Punch. Tusk.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You got yours nearby. Global Silence. Two's Chakrams gonna lay on a Red Panda, doing a lot of damage onto the the Tombstone down there at the killing the Yang. They'll look for the Rip on it. Nothing to say. Continue the chase on this.
Radiant structures
have
are
dust.
fortified.
Jinky was the one with the detection. I mean, Undying has Sentry
Radiant's
Wars,
top
but you
tower
can't get there.
is under attack.
Innocence isn't maxing Tombstone. Jesus. Somebody check the news. A pig started flying. This is the first time of the whole tournament that he hasn't done it, and he's played a lot of Undying.
We played Undying.
But this is cool. It's a great game for Soul Rip.
Yeah.
Like, you want to keep your Lesh alive. You want to keep your Morphling alive. It's about enabling them to make sure they have a
middle
game.
tower is under attack.
You know, you want to keep your Lesh alive in the front line to be able to just constantly get damage off.
LGD will smoke across. They know for the part where Elephant are because they've forced them to be here. So, oh man, they're gonna go for the Morphling. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but the Power Rangers TP up to it. Look at the Walrus Punch onto the Morphling. They get the kill. Shards are out. He's Arcane Curse. The waveform will make Nova gets the kill in an FY. They'll at least get one. They hit the splitter on the Eurus, but give themselves a second. Morphling over to the side. He's not gonna rejoin the just yet, but they will go over to the Queen. They've got the dust on him as well. So continue to chase, but there is the Happy Grace as well as the Purification. They'll focus their attention on the Red Panda and get the kill into the Omni. They're diving tier 2
Radiant's top tower is under
15 minutes
attack.
into the game.
Dire are scared.
How long was that group stage game? Can we check?
23 minutes.
And what about the other game? Is it 19?
7. Was 21 and 25.
Radiant's top tower is under
Okay.
attack. Radiant
So if they last longer than
structures
25
are
minutes, it'll be a moral victory, is what I'm hearing.
I guess that's how you want to consider it. It's a bit rude.
But then that means if they win the lower bracket final, they play against them in the final. It means the games will get really good. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you lose the upper bracket final if you win the grand final.
Lose the group stage, lose the upper bracket final, and all of a sudden, just boom, the other tweet. Doesn't matter.
Tim has gone Blade. No, it's okay. Not what I thought he'd
Dire's
go, but it's still
structures
good.
are fortified.
I love that. Tim.
Somnus.
It's not just him, I mean, the Sven really... Well, he's just got Echo Saber at like 14 and a half minutes. The Morph's keeping up with the Sven in terms of network. That's never a good sign for Elephant fan. He's going Manta first as well. On the...
And the Shrek is in the Jax. He's going to go
Radiant's
kick his
bottom
out of
tower
tier
is
2.
under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't really know how they stop this push. They can't going to take
Well,
tier 1 and just trade it, and that's a losing trade every time.
They can't fight them, they're
Dire's
just
top
trading
tower
because it's the
has
only thing they
fallen.
can...
Radiant's
They
bottom
might as well
tower
take a tier
is
1
under
if they're losing a
attack.
tier 2 instead.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just, how do you play into this if you're Elephant, or are you just going to have to
It's all...
farm your way into being able to play?
You just have to hit your timing. Like, they have Deso on Clinks in 800 gold. They have 4 staff on Silencer soon. Tusk is really poor, though. That's the bit that gets me, because we've talked about how good of a Vessel game it is. He's nowhere near... Like, he hasn't even finished Earn yet. Because he went for these phase boots first. They're just going to start running
Radiant's
towers
middle
again.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I go for the tier 2 man. They're going to force them to fight. Cool. Well, they gotta come. They're gonna go with the snowballs. The Wolfers punch. They've got themselves gold silent. Can they get the kill, or do they have the sword in time? Doesn't stay. Get the Rip Hills 5. Now turning around, going after F5 and the kill. They drop the Fisher comes in just a little bit too late. They can kill not find the pop the contract on Eucharist, looking over Vincent's face. He has to run forward, but Hurricane curse on him, so he's running.
Comes Ame.
But there's the soul rip, as well as the blazing now. He survived. They get the kill on the Yank. Now go over. Echo Sun right on top of Somnus. They get the kill. Guardian Angels of the 2 of me. Eurus, Stormhammer, Sword God, trying to get the damage out of Ame. It's a 2-man Fisher, but Eurus has the Heavenly Grace, so he's got status since it starts running at Innocence as well as Ame. It's a little bit quicker. And it's not going to be anything for Elephant. Say still good for another 10 seconds. OGD to get a little bit more gold than Elephant on that one, but Elephant get 420, so of course enjoy the fan.
Anyway, so...
Alright, no enthusiasm on that one, you know what? Keep
Morphling...
myself.
The thing is, that fight was almost as good as it could have got for Elephant. If they'd have killed the Lesh just before the global came out, it would have been amazing. But they having to spend a little bit a longer time than they would have liked to kill the Lesh, because he uses himself to keep him alive just long enough for the Soul to come
Radiant
through.
are scanning.
Yes, this Sven's really strong when he pops God Strength and everything, but now they're going to fight without global, and I imagine LGD are just going to run at them again and just force something. Morphling has Manta. You weren't killing him when global was like a bigger threat to him before. How are you supposed to kill him now? He's on the way to the Ag's second item. The top of the frog's being drawn.
Up to the toe. Essence. That'd be nice for the little Shrek. Can they go in a rush on OG?
They can. Like, they have Morphling, who's, you know, maybe get a cheeky double damage with that.
Top lane. Soft is spotted again. They'll land the splitter. They've got the fissure to follow it up and get the kill on the claims.
That's the blink dagger timing though, right? Like you don't even need to commit Echo Slam. He has to blink now, and then whenever anybody shows in lanes out of these 3 cores, they're always going to be in trouble. Omni has to just follow the Sven around. Doesn't want to be anywhere near the Clinks really, because Clinks is a little bit more mobile and difficult to kill. I say that. And I love that he's going Greaves next on Timber. This is so good.
Fine, Yang again, but he's got the Force Staff, so he's able to retreat.
Essence Ring Lesh, Vambrace Timber, Pupils give Morphling. It's like all these stat items that they really wanted as well. Just like be tanky against all this burst damage that the Radiant have from their physical cores.
He's already 2,000 gold away from his eggs. He is farming so fast in the moment. He's outpacing the Sven. So is the Lashak, who is 1,009, well, now 900 gold away from the egg. It's a 6k lead, but I'll say LGD. They were putting a lot more pressure on the towers before, but I think they're just waiting for these items. Get, the Ags on the Morphling, get the Ags on the track. Remember, finish off the Guardian Greaves, then you got like a big power spike, plus the sustainability from the Guardian Greaves. You're okay with waiting that long. Not that they have to. I think they're okay with it.
The next round of item time is just going to be the big Ags Morphling is the first thing. Like Greaves and the Ags on the Lesh, the Greaves on the Timber are like, they're the main foundation, but at the same time the Ags Morphling is like the big damage dealer, right, with the Timber. Oh my god, what am I saying? With the Shaker, Jesus. What is wrong with me today?
There you go.
I got there eventually.
Got there. What about how you get to where you're being? It's about getting there.
Remember when I said I woke up fresh and early before?
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I knew you were lying.
Apparently I'm just having a meltdown at the same time.
Okay. 500 gold away for the Ag on Morphling, and then 100 gold away for the Lashak, who's also going into the Bloodstone next. And there's the Guardian Greaves. So they're hitting this item timing like on cue.
I'd actually like to see Lesh go for like a plate mail or something rather than just go straight to the Bloodstone.
Radiant
I think the armor has a lot of
scanning.
value this game. Like up against this Desto Clinks, especially the Sven can do so much damage.
Hooked up mid.
This is like 100 gold to Lags on Morphling. It's gonna be go time. So if Elephant had found something with that smoke, that would have been a perfect case scenario, because the game's about to get really hard for them.
Radiant side, but and I think LGD didn't smoke off this.
Tusk has a Vessel and 300 gold, which is it doesn't mean as much.
Okay, kill the Tusk and sold that time. That would be.
But at the same time, it's like I don't know. We have Greaves on our Timber, we have Manta on our Morphling. So yes, it's good, but sure kill every single time because they have purges. God, they're gonna silence them. Who has 4 stuff at least?
It's on to the good team across, and there's the second picture. The Guardian Nature gets used, but they can Gunny and Global Cloud is gonna follow that up. They got the snowball to extend the life of FY, but he's gonna die soon afterwards. Now they've got the totem right on top of the Quake, so they dust him up twice. The Lance Splitter to get the kill out of the will take him out of the fight for about buyback.
Dire's middle tower.
That to take a clean fight, yeah. Can we get a DMTA friendly Space Jam team?
That double Fisher. As soon as the first Fisher lands and you're like, oh, the next Fisher's coming through, I was like, this is bad. And with the flesh golem, they don't even have to use it for the race. Like, they just take it anyway because this morph just right clicks so hard now.
I don't know if everybody heard that, but we're getting Space Jam in our ear at the moment. Appreciate that. CA friendly. Blink Dagger for the stun.
Yeah, I think that's fine though. Like, going Axe against Morphling is really difficult. Like, he can't really ever like Axe stun the Morphling because he just waveforms into him or just jumps away. Imagine if you try and like Axe stun a Morphling that's in shaken form, just like pulls you all the way like 3,000 range away from your teammates, right? It would be awful.
Cool down with that.
Oh, is it like 4 seconds or something?
5 seconds and you fast enough to get the jump that people want nothing to say. They have beat nothing to say. He might survive this. Can they keep him alive? Yerks is getting no vision. They get going to Sonicus that finally finish off nothing to say, but Yerks in a little bit of a bad position. Some gets committed to the BKB. They're going to tip your chain over, and now the turtles come through. Space time is on. And even with the global silence, they can't save Yerks. He's there for 3 seconds with no buyback waveform forward, finding F-Fly, and there's another totem. There's another Jam. There's Michael Jordan getting the slam down on him, and it just unleashed you like that. 24, almost 25-minute mark.
Almost.
LGD.
Almost.
Victory.